Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Seneca County Board of Commissioners meeting. Today's December 19th, it's 2024, it's 10 a.m. It's our regular board session. We begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Let's bow our heads, let's kind of gather our thoughts, a little prayer. Thank God for this country, Ohio, our county, our people, our residents. Thank God for our military, our veterans, Mr. Wynandy being one of them. And we ask that you put the guiding touch on our meeting, that we make good decisions on behalf of the county. In your name, amen. Amen. All right, roll call.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Here.
Commissioner Schuff is absent. Commissioner Frankert?
Here. Okay, at this time, I'll accept the motion to approve the digital audio recordings of our previous board session, Thursday, December 12th, 2024.
So moved.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Thank you. So we'll jump right in. We have a guest. I'm going to turn this over to Commissioner Frankert, and I'll let you have the honors.
Sure. We have a proclamation for Ralph Wynandy celebrating the 100th birthday. So congratulations. Oh, if you'd like, yeah, would you like to stand up? There you go. Very good. So we have a proclamation for you today. Whereas Alveda resident Ralph Wynandy was born on December 28th, 1924. We'll celebrate his 100th birthday on December 28th, 2024. And whereas Alveda was a bustling town when Ralph grew up there in the 1920s and 30s. The village boasted a train station, stockyard, doctor's office, school, church, and blacksmith shop. Ralph attended a one-room schoolhouse and never lived more than 4 miles from Alveda, except when he served in the military. And whereas when Ralph was nearly 5 years old, the world's economy spiraled, setting the stage for the Great Depression. Small-town Alveda was not isolated from the effects of the Great Depression, and Ralph's childhood was marked by frugality and resourcefulness that many families adopted to keep food on the table. Ralph said his family did just like everybody else. We tried to survive. And whereas Ralph's family had the advantage of owning a farm, where Ralph developed into an industrious young man as he helped care for his family's cows, horses, sheep, hogs, and chickens. He continued to farm as an adult and raised beans, hay, and wheat. Ralph also served as an Alveda mail carrier for 30 years, and he and his wife of 74 years raised 5 children. His daughter Connie Ryder describes him as a hard worker, good provider, and caring person. And whereas Ralph served in the Navy in the South Pacific from 1944 to 1946 during the World War II, where he was first in command over 32 men. After 100 years of productive and benevolent living, Ralph provides this advice for reaching a century of life. Be good and take care of yourself. And whereas the Seneca County Commissioners want to honor Ralph Wynandy for 100 years of service to his family, his community, and his country. We wish you many more happy years. In witness whereof, we, the Seneca County Commissioners, have hereunto set our hand to this proclamation this 19th day of December in the year of our Lord, 2024. Commissioner Paradiso, Commissioner Schuff, and Commissioner Frankert.
Thank you. Would you like to say a few words?
Would you like to say a
Thank
few
you.
words, Ted? Would you like to say a few words?
We'd love to hear a few words if you don't mind.
I don't know where this all comes about. I just live like everybody else, day by day.
Wow.
Awesome. Picture?
Picture? We'll get him up for a picture.
Anybody want to add anything, any family members or anybody about Mr. Wynandy? we have this opportunity. I can tell you're a pretty humble guy.
I think they set it up already.
Where were you when Pearl Harbor was bombed? Were you in school?
Oh, no,
No,
I was working at the elevator.
working there.
$20.50 for a week wages. 5.5 days.
Yeah, that's just awesome. Okay, so if you don't mind, we'd like to have a picture with you, if that's okay. You're a celebrity. And we appreciate that.
On up front.
One up front.
Any of the family wants to come, you're welcome to.
Yeah. We got family and friends here. John Spar was in the Navy, but not in the 40s. Nope. The 80s though, right, John?
80s and 90s.
John was in the Navy in the 80s and 90s on a ship. Come on up.
I'll go. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on
Okay.
Mr. Brideball, you want to come up? Mr. Brideball, you want to come up for a photo? Come on up. They're first cousins. Tom Brideball and Mr. Wayne Andy are first cousins. Hi, everybody. This is great. Come on up.
He's in.
Come on this way. Some of you guys come on over.
Yep. And
We'll get a row behind and wherever you want. You can get on each side of it. You want to get over there?
Yeah.
Okay, Bill, come on back. We get Tom in here. He comes to all the meetings, keeps us straight.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, if they can't see your face, then. Morning.
You got everybody, or you need to?
This is gonna be tight. All right, everybody look this way and smile. Keep smiling. Okay, hang on a second. Just a couple more, sorry. Okay, thank you guys.
I want to thank everyone for coming.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
That's pretty neat. They were coming. And you're welcome to sneak out if you'd like, or you can stay for the meeting. It's up to you. But, get your belongings together.
You can move the chair, we just pushed it out of the way for a little reason.
Everybody in?
So it wasn't in the picture.
How old's your father?
84.
Okay, so he's a little younger than he's still young.
Yeah. Thank you. 16 more years till he gets proclaimed.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys, for coming over.
Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, oh, it was an honor.
Send me a picture of that, please. Thank you. Nice communicating. Oh, you too. We appreciate it.
Great. Did you meet him on the honor bus? Yeah, that's it, so that, thank you, that was good.
Oh, you was on the other bus too?
No,
They were out when they
I was the second one.
Oh,
But Bill was there from the beginning when they left.
Gotcha.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, yeah, appreciate it. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Come on. Come on now.
So Bryce, we have Mike Diddle calling in 12 minutes. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Come on up. We have a T-Sep update. T-Sep update.
Yeah, all good. No, I just want to say, obviously, I want to
Team
thank
with you?
thank the team. Obviously, day one, so this is all new animal for us, but excited to work with the staff, work with the board of trustees, work with the commissioners in the interim role as we kind of things work through. Obviously, I thank the commissioners. I know we have today a one-year contract, and then we'll obviously meet early next year to kind of get things organized and figure out what the future looks like for the organization in terms of responsibilities in the contract that we're going to have. The contract mirrors the contract that was last 3-year contract that we had as well. And so we look forward to working with you guys in the year ahead. Look forward to working with the staff and the board of trustees, and all the different entities are involved in day one. So who knows what it looks like, but
good.
feed to the fire. I'm excited for the opportunity, but obviously not new to the community, not new to my involvement, and want to thank the executive committee and the board of trustees for the trust in me and in the future.
So just a comment for the public. We had we have a 3-year contract with TSEP. It was up, it is up. I began a little dialogue with Aaron Montz to renew that. I've been gone for about 10 days, in and out, and since then he stepped down. Commissioners are very supportive of TSEP and our financial commitment, but we feel that there's some language in that contract that needs to be addressed. Times have changed, we're fluid. So when you agree to something for 3 years and then there's all kinds of changes along the way, we have to have the ability to discuss, reopen, talk, however we're gonna do it. It's not gonna change the financial amount, but it's more our expectations kind of the thing. So, given that, I'd like to make a motion that we approve a 1-year contract as is, with the understanding that we're going to come back to TSEP, whoever's in there in the next 3 months or so to begin getting into the weeds of the contract.
Correct, yeah. Very good. I'll second the motion.
Any discussion?
Yeah, no,
from your end?
congratulations, and I guess congratulations, yeah, your first day of your sentence or your job, so
Yeah,
however you look at
it's all
this,
good.
But no, thanks for stepping up and.
You have your team here with you too.
Yeah,
You
for
wanna
sure.
Introduce
You wanna
them?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Everybody
you
knows.
guys want to introduce yourself? So
Yeah.
Sure, Donna Gross, I'm the downtown Tiffin Main Street manager.
Noah Paris, the Community Development Coordinator.
Hi, madam. Never met you guys before. Economic Development Manager.
Okay, so we have a first and a second. Any other discussion on your end?
no, I think it's Tony, Commissioner Purdy. So you obviously recall a number of years ago we kind of had a similar conversation with the lodging contract,
Yeah.
the bed tax, and I think it kind of mirrors that kind of that process we went through. Right, we kind of got it through, and then what our expectations, what things need to look like, and obviously from our end, we want to make sure that we're doing all that we can to support the community and really the deliverables from the commissioners and trying to figure out, what's important to you guys and what's important to the city and what's important to our community. And so, we're looking forward to, the few months ahead to figure out what that's going to look like. But now that we're committed to doing our part to ensure that things are, it's what you guys would like to see.
Well, we
from-
look
from
forward to
organization.
you coming back whenever
Of course.
you're ready. And
Yep.
giving us the update. Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes. So we'll get that,
Sounds good.
whatever we have to do. we'll
yep, I'll get it
over to you.
recorded and I'll get it over
Okay.
to you.
Taylor's got 8 minutes now,
There you
so
go.
we're good.
Yeah.
Girl, can you get through a commissioner report?
Yep, there you go.
Thank you, guys.
So, yeah.
We appreciate the support. Thank
Commissioner
you.
reports.
All right.
Yeah, we'll go to Commissioner Franklin. Thank you.
Last Thursday, we had the
Thanks.
County Township Association meeting, and that was over at the Chandelier. Decent turnout. They had some of the state township reps up talking and stuff with it, and it's always a nice event to see the trustees and catch up with those guys. So, as a former trustee, it's always good to see the brethren there and stuff on it. So. Friday, we had the Erie Basin meeting over to Norwalk, and nice turnout for that, and just kind of give some updates, what's happening in the area and stuff with that. Right after that, actually Barbara Orange, Bob Ladder's a rep, she was in town, actually for the naturalization.
Yep.
And so she had a few minutes, so she just stopped by the office here, we
That's a
caught up for a
cool
little bit, so that was
ceremony.
nice to.
That is really good.
Yeah, nice to.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah. No, that was good, so yeah. Tuesday, we had Budget Commission and Board of Revision. And then last night, I spoke at the Boy Scouts up there, so nice week, and that's all I have.
Thank you. So it's a little EMS focus this week. We went to Eden Township on Monday night to give them an update. Seneca County EMS formally will take over coverage in Eden Township January 1st. We're hoping to do it before then. With our new station opening on County Road 6 and the one over by Boonville on 224, we'll be able to serve, we're splitting Eden down the middle, we'll be able to service them, and the trustees and the taxpayers out there are excited. So we had that meeting. Tuesday night we went to New Riggle, met with the village council, myself, Scott Harrison, Chris, our director, and we gave the council an update, negotiated a 3-year lease to park our vehicle in the village, on the village property. So we're going to have a 24-hour squad out on County Road 6, but we're keeping us back up in New Riggle. We've got the license that the volunteers can use. It could be a second vehicle. If the first one's out, we can, mobilize the volunteers. So everyone was excited about that, and so I just want to thank all those people out there for just supporting the process as we keep evolving and touring and getting better at servicing the area. So we did that. Last night was TSEP, which was nice. It went fast. I wish I could have talked to more people, but it was a nice event. So I'll leave it at that as far as my report goes. Barb, we have 4 minutes. Is there anything you want to add?
I can do my report because
Let's do it.
there's not much.
Yeah.
There's not much.
We can-
I did attend the naturalization ceremony last Friday. There were 80, I believe there was 85 participants. I congratulated, it was awe-inspiring to see that. First time I've ever done it. The gentleman that I sat
That's how
next
it's
to.
supposed to be.
The gentleman that I
That's
sat
what my
next
grandpa
to,
did.
he was just beaming. His mother has lived in the country for 50 years, and she was finally becoming a citizen.
This is awesome.
He was so excited for her, and just the excitement of all the other families that were there. It was awe-inspiring for me. That was definitely a proud moment to be an American.
Glad you went.
So that was kind of the highlight of my week last week, I think. I do have a couple financial things. I want to let you know that the juvenile court has received a grant in the amount of $140,000 to help with some. The original ask was for some HVAC replacement. We are obviously working on that energy performance project, and so we're going to. They're asking that we approve as is the contract, the amendment to the contract, as is next week, and then they're going to try to work around getting that so that since we've already started the work, we can't use that money to pay for it. So there's a couple other things that need to be done out at the youth center, intercoms and things like that. So.
Engineer Zimmerman's an expert at that. We did that with New Riggle Sewer grant, right? You received the grant.
Yep.
And then you went back to him and spent the money on something else. But
Yeah,
it still was-
usually you
was
can
still
get it
directed
approved.
to
Yeah,
the same
if
project,
you can
but
get it
wasn't-
approved, and they
Yeah.
will generally.
Yeah,
revert
we're trying
that.
to
Depend
do,
on something different legitimately.
Yeah.
And so it's something different. Yeah, sure we.
but that's exactly that's what's happening. We get
My
the,
boat,
we get the grant like a year and a half later.
Yeah, this was applied for like a year and a half ago, so.
And so we're still gonna use it for the youth center, still
Yes.
gonna use it for all
Yes.
the big picture.
They're just gonna try to repurpose that
And
money
so,
with the state.
we want to thank Judge Meyer and Stacy for working on that, because they did that independently, right?
Correct.
Which helps the big picture, so.
I
Yeah,
also
thank
want to
you.
bring to your attention the Seneca County Public Guardianship Program. They received $65,000 in grant funding from the Allen Irie Foundation. Again, this is Judge Meyer with the Public Guardian. So those are,
Very nice.
we love to see those monies come in because the next bit of information is not going to be what you expect it to be. I have sales tax numbers. Sales tax collected in December for the month of October, sales, we collected $990,282.08, which puts us 3.4% below what was certified for the year.
Okay.
It's a little bit better
Close
than.
the gap a little.
A little bit, and I believe that this money's included the 10-day tax-free that the state was going to supplement back into the budget, so.
Jimmy, what's the math? We budgeted 12 million. What's 3.4% of that? 400 or something?
400
11.6 or something, 11.7, right?
11.4
Oh,
is what
okay.
we collected for the
Yeah.
year, and then, so
I put
it's,
you on the spot.
so
You
it's,
did, yeah.
it's under $406,509
So we
from what
received
was.
400,000 less than we're certified and we're expecting from sales tax. That's a fair statement, right?
Yes.
Fair statement,
Yep.
okay.
So,
Good job. Anything else? Phone's gonna ring?
that's all I've got at this point in time.
We've got about 10 or 5 days of Christmas, so hurry up, get out and shop, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mark, just a question for you. We have a county engineer here. How about road tax and fuel? And is that coming in as planned? Are you down a little bit?
Yeah, we're even, we're
About
good.
even?
So, yeah, we have not lost any, if anything with our grant funding, we're up about, I think, 1.2 million. So,
How'd you like that interest income that was
I love
reported? That's pretty good.
I love our.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not touching anything. Bill does that.
Good morning, Mike, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Commissioner. How are you this morning?
Very good, very good. You have Tony and Bill here.
And the whole crowd, Jimmy Flint came in because he wanted to hear your last remarks before you
I
be.
knew he was anxiously awaiting.
I was.
This is Highbridge on the phone. What's your official title for us? Consultant?
Right now, I'm your Highbridge Consulting, your government affairs lobbyist for the last 5 years. It's been a privilege.
Before you introduce your partner, tell us your new role. It's big.
Sure. As I let the commissioners know a couple of weeks ago, it's starting January 6th, I have been asked to serve as the new Chief of Staff at the Ohio House of Representatives for our incoming Speaker, Matt Huffman. And as you may know and have read the paper, Matt actually is currently serving until the end of the calendar year as the President of the Ohio Senate. And then he is term limited there, has been running for the State House, and will take office there on January 6th as State Representative, and then will be sworn in as Speaker shortly thereafter. And as soon as that happens, I will be the Chief of Staff over there. So it's a job I held before, started about 10 years ago under a different speaker, and it's a very humbling opportunity, but very much looking forward to it. At the same time, bittersweet because it will require me to leave Highbridge. So it's a wild couple of weeks ahead.
Well, congratulations, Mike. That's huge. So how many employees do you have? So if I want a parking spot or security or food or anything at the house, you're in charge, right?
You got it. So the house currently has 175 full-time employees and almost 40 part-time employees, plus, of course, 99 house members. So it is a very big organization with just a lot of really good people that are working there. And I know there's going to be some structural changes and things that we're trying to work on to improve the place a little bit, but it's a big organization. A little bit more difficult to run than the one employee that I have the privilege of serving with right now, Patrick Schwartz, who is on this call.
So, thank you, Mike, for everything, and go ahead and turn things over to Patrick or whatever you want to do. You're
Absolutely. Well, I also want to say to thank you to all of you, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you all in the county for the last several years. It really has been a privilege for me. I have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed building the friendships with all of you, but also hopefully doing some good work on behalf of the county and trying to get good things done. So I know it's tough to sort of cede some of that work to somebody in Columbus, but I really appreciate that you've given us the opportunity to do that. It really has been enjoyable. So with that, my colleague, who also serves as one of the county's government affairs team members at Highbridge, is Patrick Schwartz. Patrick and I have worked together for many years. We actually worked in the House together starting back in 2010 or 2011. He's a seasoned pro in the lobbying community, well respected, and he's done really great things for Highbridge since he joined our team about 2 years ago, and he will be the primary point person for the county moving forward starting in January. So Patrick, anything you want to say? Patrick, you there?
I think we just cut off. I heard a beep.
Oh, yeah, I think we did. I heard that too.
Okay.
If you'd like me to get him, I definitely will. Do you like me to get him again?
You can try them, dial.
Dial there.
Jimmy, any words from Jimmy? Because I know you worked together on some legislation.
Just congratulations, Mike. I'm really excited to see you getting back in that role, and thanks for all you've done for the county over the last 5 years.
I appreciate that, Jimmy. Thank you.
Help
Thank
write
you.
the EMS legislation. He did, and Mike and Representative Click's office. It was good.
That's right. And I'm dialing Patrick back in right now. Somehow he got dropped. Give me 10 seconds. Be right back.
Okay. You want to know who's we're writing the check to, right? When we call him, he's going to pick the phone.
Patrick, are you there? I'm back. I'm sorry. Oh, good, everyone. No, that's okay. I said lots of nice things about you, so I'm not going to do it again.
Once is enough,
That's
Patrick.
okay. It's good for me not to hear that. Yeah, I got to stay fresh. So that's right. But no, Patrick is a great guy, seasoned pro in this, has been at Highbridge for 2 years, and I worked at a state trade association and led that for a number of years prior to that, and then had a great legislative career working there for 8 to 9 years. So he'll be the new point person, along with our colleague Spencer Gross, to serve the needs of the county starting in January. So Patrick, anything you want to say?
No, I just appreciate the opportunity to keep working with you all. It's been good for me to get to know you alongside Mike, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you guys in the next General Assembly. I think we can do a lot of good together.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate, Mike, that all you've done in my short stint here, helping us get through a lot of issues and with Senate Bill 119 and other stuff you've worked with us. So really appreciate the dedication to that, and looking forward to working with Patrick here in the future for any other legislation that we work on.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That was Commissioner Frankert. Commissioner Paradiso dittos that. We also have in the room, Patrick, Commissioner-elect Lustecker. He's going to swear in on the 27th.
Yes.
And takes office on the 3rd, right?
Yes.
So you'll have the opportunity to work with him, and he'll be part of the group going into next year, or starting next year. And then Barb's here.
That'd be great.
And Barb's the one that writes your check, so you want to keep good terms with her. County Administrator Barb Patterson.
Well, I appreciate everything you've done for us, Mike, and hopefully the relationship continues as well as it has, in the past, so.
Of course.
No, Mike, you're going to have no less than 1,000 people asking you for favors,
That is
Per
true.
week, right?
Per week.
Per week.
Well,
So I mean, when we come down there, we're just going to ask for some basic things like VIP parking.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. We'll process that. I have been joking with my wife, of course, around other people. I say, honey, if you need anything, just call the scheduler and we'll put you on the calendar.
Yeah, you have your scheduler. Yeah.
That's right. It's very surreal, but for me, it's a great personal opportunity. Matt Huffman has been a dear friend of mine for a long time, great legislator, good man. He was my boss starting back in 2009, a long time ago when he was on his second term in the Ohio House originally. So we've come a long way together, and I'm eager to help him and the caucus and the members move forward. Certainly we'll keep a great relationship with you all, and if I can ever be of service, please don't hesitate to ask. And if you're in Columbus and at the State House, please stop by. We'd love to see you.
Okay, well, thanks, Mike. Commissioner Franker's going to hang up. I don't want to touch any buttons.
Very good. Have a happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you guys. Yep.
Thanks, everyone.
See ya. Yep.
Thanks. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, shall we keep moving? We're in old business.
We're no business.
I do have a couple things
I
I'll
got
still
it.
ask you. You have one? Go ahead.
Yep.
You go
Yeah.
first.
So, just want to double check, we submitted back in November of
Me and both of us.
Yeah, both of
Okay,
them,
yeah, I'm sorry, yep.
The resolution-
To be removed out of OSS.
Yeah.
And I know there's 60 days and we've
I
not
have
heard anything
heard
back.
nothing.
Okay.
So.
And you're getting a copy for us. I requested a copy of the actual resolution, which of course happened.
In November.
The signed one. I'd just like to get a copy.
Yeah, I can get that for you.
So we haven't heard it?
Mhm.
Nope.
Nope.
I just want to double check on that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else?
That's all.
Okay, and so you're just
Yeah,
asking if we
yeah, so
heard
we heard anything, yeah.
So, yeah, they have
So
till
Fair.
till mid-January to respond to that,
Very good.
so.
So this is just this is more public FYI, so we're excited. Jimmy, you happen to be here. I didn't know you were coming, but it doesn't change what I'm going to say. But North Central Electric and Senate County Commissioners partnered with this revolving loan, what do we call it, a grant?
Yeah, Red Lake program.
What's
It's the Rural Economic Development Loan and Grant Fund.
Rural Economic Development
Program, yeah.
Program, 0% interest. There's a revolving loan piece, it's 10 years. So we are drawing up the contract. There was a little bit of discussion, are we gonna go 4 years, 5, 6, or 7? So I'd like to just see if it's okay. I'd like to just propose we go 4, so we can get the contract signed and put together. So the payment to North Central Electric will be over 4 years. The payment to the USDA, is that who we're paying?
Yeah,
It's gonna come to you.
It comes
but
through, everything runs through North
First 2
Central.
years will
Yeah.
be no interest.
Nothing, yeah.
And then we'll have 8 years of
That-
whatever the balance is divided
Yep.
by 8.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
That's the amortization schedule. So I guess what I'm doing now is just formalizing the amortization piece of the contract that we already agreed we would do.
Because a 4-year basically gets you money sooner so you can put back out for other development in your area.
Correct, yeah, yep, correct, Commissioner Franker. Yep, that's the idea behind the 4-year for the grant piece. That is gonna see North Central Electric's revolving loan fund, which will go back up to community projects. So the sooner we get that money back, the sooner we can loan it out and see more projects happen. Things like buying an ambulance, building more EMS stations, even things, safety service, and just community and economic development projects in our rural areas.
Okay. I see Mark squinting back there because he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So I want to just clarify for the public.
Yeah.
And we try to do this, so just so everybody knows, and ever since Commissioner Franker came in, we take all our contracts and we read them. Okay, and that's what happened at TSEP. It wasn't, we didn't like TSEP, but it was a 3-year contract and we weren't just gonna automatically renew it. We're not doing that. We're taking each contract and we're tearing it apart and we're looking at it. So I think that's something that we should do, and I think the commissioners should get some credit for doing that, along with all the people that help us do it, the prosecutor, everybody. So in this case, we, as we're building these rural EMS stations, and we have a little bit of cost overrun, we haven't had to borrow any money from anybody. And this is a rural grant, but it's 2 parts. In the end, North Central Electric will get to keep $360,000 of this money. So they're gonna be, so now they can go to all the rural members and redeploy that money. They're gonna keep adding to it and create this revolving loan fund to help rural America. So they asked us to pay it back if we could sooner and not over 10 years, because it's faster we pay that back. So we just agreed to do that, and to help us with that cash flow, the first 2 years, we don't have to pay anything on the other money. So they're giving us a 2-year, so there'll be 2 years, year 3 and 4, where we're double paying. So we put this up, where do we get the money to pay? Everyone understands, we went through the energy, we're going through this energy enhancement initiative in the county. And it looks like, and this is all in contract, we're gonna save somewhere between 75 and 100,000 a year in energy cost because of all the money we're putting in the jail and all the county buildings. We also have a bond payment from the courthouse that rolls off in a year or 2. And then we also have a couple that have already come off. So we looked at all this. Barb felt that we could do this, no interest. And it's a way for us to get $900,000 to keep everything going. So we paid for all those capital projects, right? All the EMS buildings, and we didn't have to borrow any money, or we just basically paid it. But we will have a $900,000 loan, interest-free loan, in the end when this is all done.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
jump in? And it's a little bit confusing, but the way that I kind of look at it, I mean, with it being 0 interest, this is a situation where this building has kind of been paid for already. So what's
Right.
really gonna happen is, we're putting that money back in your pocket, and then you'll pay it incrementally over the next 10 years, locked in at that rate. protected against inflation, right, at that amount with zero interest. So the idea kind of is, you know, if you don't do this, you're paying that money, it's out of your pocket, you can't get it back. In this case, you're gonna get the lion's share of it back, then you're gonna pay it over the 10 years and then the 4 years for the grant part. So I think it's really great for both sides. We're super excited about it at North Central. We did kind of like a little presentation, I guess, last month or so, where we kind of came together. And there's some more details out there. We did a joint press release, Sherry, thanks for your help on that. That kind of gets into the numbers and the details. But yeah, overall, it's sort of like a no-brainer. And the 4 years is really great for us because we can start to revolve that money back out and help more economic development projects in rural America and rural Seneca County and surrounding areas.
No.
Okay, you wanna add? I'm good, well said, thank you, and you're accurate. We did pay cash for the building, so we're just replenishing our reserves.
Yep.
Once we get the money back from you.
Yep.
It'll be setting in there. Okay, good. That's it for old business. On to new business. Barb.
I have a couple of things. Budget adjustments under new business are for the Public Assistance Fund. This was over the threshold that the commissioners have given to me as authorization. In total, it's $90,000, so I'll go through this kind of quickly. They are moving from supplies to salaries, $5,000, from contract services to salaries for $16,000, and from leases to salaries for $19,000, and then from public assistance to salaries of $50,000. Again, over my threshold, so I can't approve it, that's why it's coming to you, but it's to cover the last payroll of the year.
That's some year-end
Yep.
adjustments. They're
Yep.
just moving their money.
They're just moving their money that they've already appropriated to different funds, or different account lines to cover the salaries for the last pay of the year.
I'll make a motion, we approve the budget adjustments as read.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, roll call?
Commissioner Frankert?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
And then I have supplemental appropriations from the general fund, transfers out of $200,000. This is to fund the employee liability fund. It's the new fund that we created last week to cover the, when an employee leaves, whether they retire, they're terminated, they resign, they get paid out for vacation and other time that they've accrued. So we are starting a fund so that it doesn't hit the general fund every time there's a need for somebody to be paid out. And then the Seneca County Employee Health Fund for health insurance premiums of $73,668.10. This is to pay the December premium. Again, it's a guess at the beginning of the year. Don't know who's going to be on insurance, how, you know, so at the end of the year, we just do the true up. So this is just.
It just comes out of the insurance fund.
Yep.
Because that's what we pay everything into.
Yep, pay everything into that insurance fund, and then, so we're just putting that money into that insurance fund to make sure that we can pay that premium. And then the Seneca County, the County Capital Projects Fund, Northwest EMS Station, which is the Bettsville station, $57,492.77. This is for security, IT, radio communications for the new building that we are renovating in Bettsville. And then the County Township Road Reconstruction Grant Fund for the contract service, or the contract projects line. This is a reduction of $25,029.92, money that they didn't need, so they are putting it back into their bucket. The County Sales Tax Bond Retirement Fund, bond payment of $3.96 is a reduction. Also, the County Sales Tax Bond Retirement Fund interest, a reduction of $194.03. Again, these are just, we're trying, all of these reductions that are occurring are to balance the fund for '24.
This is the courthouse.
That's the courthouse payment, yes.
Yeah, so everyone knows, when we get their sales tax every month, before we get it, they take the payment goes for the courthouse.
Yep.
That was pledged, it was a revenue bond, and we pledged the sales tax to pay the courthouse. And so then we get the difference. So we don't get 12 million.
No.
We have to take the courthouse payment out of there, which is 50 grand a month or something.
Something like that.
Okay, keep going, thank you.
And then I have several from the Soil and Water Fund. Salaries, again, a reduction of $15,168.29. Equipment, a reduction of $4,000. Travel and expenses, a reduction of $2,000. Info, education, and scholarships line, a reduction of $500. workers' compensation, a reduction of $3,500. Software license and services line, a reduction of $4,000, again for soil and water fund. Again, we're trying to balance the fund in '24, so these are last minute adjustments. And then I have Workforce Investment Act Fund equipment line, a reduction of $10,000, and then the WIA shared cost line of $119,571.30. Again, it's a reduction. And then I have a reduction for the CDBG fund, the ADA upgrade, municipal building upgrade.
Fostoria.
This is for Fostoria. We're reducing it $102,700. I believe they were expecting to receive the money this year, but have not, so they were reducing the expense side because of no revenue collected. And then the Nurigo Bascom Bond Service Fund, note interest in the amount of $7,379.56. Again, a reduction.
So move.
I'll second that, and then I'll open it for discussion. I just want to bring up the basket. Mark, help me on this. This is for public awareness. Okay, so the sewer district, we have 5 of them. Oversees them. They have a loan payment, right, between Bascom.
Two of them do, yeah, Nurigo and Bascom.
Nurigo and
Everyone else
Bascom,
paid off.
they're making the payment. The commissioners aren't making the payment. The district, the people that use the sewer are paying in and they're making the payment.
Correct.
But because it's in the county, we signed the note, basically. But it's backed by the revenue of the sewer
Users,
district and
yes.
the users.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to add anything to that? It's pretty
No,
self-explanatory.
the sewer district has and always has been completely self-sufficient. It does not take a dollar of general fund money, or M&R money for that matter, from my administration. It is 100% user fee based.
Okay, so that was good. I want everybody to understand that. The capital projects fund, this is a good story. The Village of Bettsville has a building that they bought from Vesuvius. They were awarded a $600,000 brownfield grant. They're cleaning everything up around there. The mayor's been working his tail off for a year, cleaning that property up. They're gonna move the village offices in there. The building in the back is where we're going to have our EMS station. It's an awesome building. We got a $150,000 grant from the state capital budget. And total cost to renovate that thing might be $225,000, $250,000 max. Okay, but we already have $150,000. So the difference between the $150,000 and what the final number is, EMS is gonna pay for that, right? We're gonna pay for that out of capital.
It comes out of capital.
Then we rent it for $1 a year from the village. The village is gonna plow the snow, mow it, because it's all around there. And it's just another one of those win-win partnerships out in rural America as we place these buildings and try to operate them. So we're excited because we're probably a couple months away from moving in, right? Scott will tell you 3 weeks, but I'm just gonna double it.
I have a tendency to believe it's gonna be February, end of February
So
before we.
a couple months,
Yeah.
we'll be in there, and this is pretty cool, Bill, to have it. And we, I don't say we forgot it, but we kind of overlooked. You build a building, and you do everything, but then you have to run all this technology, all the securities, and in an EMS building, there's all kinds of things, and so that's what this is. So everybody knows we're doing, this is in all the buildings.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's great. And the general fund, you want to comment on the 200, because we're kind of proud of that we set that fund up, and
Yeah, I think it's
And
been
we're
a long
funding it.
time in discussion and finally coming to fruition, as it happens when people retire, all of a sudden you get, 10 to 20 to 30,000 hit, for vacation stuff, depends on the longevity of it. So now we have a fund set to the side so we can be able to help, so we don't have the surprises and pull it out of our general fund and stuff with it, so. Yeah, I think
so
it's
it's
great.
yeah, part of our budget, we established and funded it.
Yep,
Okay, that's it. And you want to add anything else?
I think good.
You good? Good? Okay, roll call.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Schuff, or I'm sorry, Commissioner Paradiso?
Yep, here. Yes. No.
Also here.
Maybe. Okay, are we good?
Yep.
Did you get the minutes? 2 yeses. Okay. All right.
I'll move on to resolutions then.
Just a matter
Resolution
of time. That was good. No.
authorizing the fund transfer be made to the employee liability fund in the amount of $200,000.
So move.
Second, roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution appointing Mark R. Zimmerman as acting engineer for Seneca County effective January 1, 2025 through January 5th, 2025.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution adopting the federally approved Seneca County All Hazard Mitigation Plan for 2025.
So move.
Second, any discussion on that? We're good? Finally signing it?
Yep, it's been submitted. It's in the approval process right now, and Tiffin, Fostoria, Attica, Republic, and Bettsville have all already adopted it. Today's adoption puts us over the top, and we just have 2 more villages. The rest of this month, they'll get their meetings done and get the adoption sent to me. So we will make it in underneath, and we will be live with a new plan with no gap. So we're good for the upcoming mitigation grants.
Awesome. Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution amending Resolution 2023-88, County Appointed Council System, and establishing a fee schedule for same Seneca County, Ohio, effective with the submission of bills to the court on or after January 1, 2025.
So move.
Second. Go ahead, roll call, please.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing the disposal of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit county-owned property. This is coming from the engineer's office. He sold a backhoe and a tractor.
So move.
Second. Did you get the price you wanted?
Better actually, so
Gov
yeah,
deals?
we used WMS.
WMS?
Auction House the first time we've
You can do that, right?
used them as opposed to Gov Deals.
Ah.
So way exceeded the trade-in values we were gonna get and exceeded our expectations from Gov Deals. So, yeah, we're extraordinarily happy, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think, these online auctions have really been taking off, and that's what, you can sit in your office and
Yeah.
bid, and it's really easy, and I think that's, plus it, stays in the area and stuff, it's not leaving and going,
Right.
wherever, so it gives everybody an opportunity to, Gov Deals is a little more cumbersome, trying to get online and
Yeah.
figure all that out, stuff with it, but
And you
no,
gotta
that's,
go- yeah, I
yeah,
get
and
it.
that, like I say, that's
Yeah,
a
and
good way to
this
do
way
it.
we're supporting, it's not Seneca County, but at least it's local,
Right.
right, as far as the auction house goes, so, yeah, it's close enough.
Oh, we do have residents that Mike Watson.
Yeah, yes, yeah, I guess WMS itself is in
In upper, but.
upper, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, great. Okay.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes.
Resolution authorizing a memorandum of understanding with the Village of Bettsville for EMS building at 495 Emma Street in Bettsville, Ohio.
So move.
Second. Roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. Thank you.
Resolution entering into contract with D2 Excavating LLC for the project year 2023 CDBG City of Fostoria, Ohio ADA Entrance and Site Improvements Project.
So move.
I'll second that. Roll call?
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes. I'm glad for them, they get that done.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
Because that had to do actually with the, they didn't get for this year, but we bid it for after the first year to get the money, or how?
Well,
what
they
is
bid it twice.
It was bid
For sure.
twice. They had, this is actually awarding the contract to them so that they can get started over there. Don't know when that will start, but at least they are,
Renee's managing
we're
that,
working.
right?
Renee is managing that, correct.
FEDC's handling that. Yeah, we're good. Okay, did we vote on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Resolution termination of real estate lease agreement with Seneca Regional Planning Commission for office space at 71 South Washington Street, Suite 1103, Tiffin, effective 12/31 of 2024.
So move.
A second, you want to explain that one, Phil?
Yeah, so what's happened is since we transitioned, regional planning made a transition to the auditor's office, so there's, combined and consolidated up to the auditor's office, so there's, again, we have an empty office now and stuff for, whatever comes down the pike to be able to utilize that, so, just kind of efficientizing and stuff, the county and stuff with it, and, utilizing employees we currently have, so.
Yeah, I think it's good, it makes regional planning more efficient.
Yep.
We basically are letting them out of their remaining part of the lease as part of our contribution. But we do not have any plans for the space, which is prime space on downtown Donna. At this point, we just want to kind of take a step back and right?
Yeah.
We're not rushing to do anything there, but that's empty, next to the Board of Elections. The spot to the left of the Board of Elections.
So I do have one more thing I want to add on
Yeah.
with regional planning. So now, starting in January, we have all 15 townships are back into regional planning.
Yeah,
So we
good
have
job.
Adams and Pleasant that's come back in. They were the only two that were not participating in regional planning, so we have everybody back together and stuff on that. So-
I'm going to give Commissioner Frank a pat on the back. Don't get used to this. But you did a good job with regional planning. You put a lot of work in it this year. You're on executive committee. You just spent a lot of trips, right? And you did a good job, and I want to thank Paul, or Scott Harrison
Yep.
as well, village president. So you guys did a nice job. We're better off. Mark, you were part of that. So, thanks.
Okay.
We're good?
Got one last resolution here. Authorizing a payment on late fee on Omni Fiber account. This is the internet bill for Seneca County EMS that's in Green Springs. It's a $10 fee. Apparently we were late. They've removed one late fee, and that's all they will remove.
And this is just part of getting everything streamlined.
Yep.
I hate it, but
So moved.
I guess I have to second it. You can't die.
Can't deny, right, because it's.
Well, probably, yeah. Second.
Commissioner excuse me, Commissioner Franker,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso.
Yes.
That's all I have.
So, can we open up public comment and then go to executive session? Is that possible?
Absolutely.
So we are going to, we'll get to that in a second. We're going to go into executive session and we'll talk about, we don't expect any decisions made or anything. You're clearly welcome to wait. I'm not sure how long we're going to be back there, but, so what I'd like to do is move the public comment up front. So anyone wants to make public comment, this would be a good time, and then we will move on to the next step of going into executive session. So, Presley, welcome. Merry Christmas. I like your sweater.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Exactly.
that's good.
Myself and the rest of the girls at OSU Extension just wanted to extend our thank yous to you guys for a great year, and I wanted to personally thank you guys. Since I started, you guys have been extremely helpful, even in getting me to know other people in the county, which has been really great with everything I'm doing. And I plan to come back in January to give you guys a report of everything that I've done since basically I started May 23, and I'm excited for it. Thank you.
Thank you very
You've
much.
done a great job.
Thank you.
We're probably going to
Thank
have
you.
to play cards for that committee, right?
Yeah, everybody wants to take me out of it.
He loves that committee too, you know.
Right, that's,
But, yeah, we'll talk about that
Yeah,
one,
we'll talk- yeah,
a couple
thank
more
you.
meetings, but, thank you.
Yep.
You're
Thank you
doing
for all
a
you
great
do.
job.
Presley doing a
Great
great
job.
job.
Anybody else? Anybody, we good? Mr. Breidenbach?
I got two comments.
Yes, sir.
One, Ralph Andy. I know they're gonna have a party for him on the 29th in Newrigal. And I'm just guessing, there might be beer there.
It's
Not
in New
Nurgle.
River?
Not
The other comment I got is thank you guys for what you've done against wind waste to help the health board do what they just did out there. Your comments had to help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Keep it up, because that's going to be,
Right.
our grandkids are gonna be taking care of that place out there. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, we work for the people, so
Yeah.
thanks for those comments. Brent, you want to say anything? Won't be long, you'll be sitting up here.
No, I'm just a listener.
Mark, everybody good? Noah, you guys? Yes, Jimmy?
Just really quickly, kudos to Barb and all of you guys, and just from North Central Electric, we're really excited to be working together with you guys. Also dropped off a nice little treat box from Rock Run Bulk Foods, so you guys might be fighting over those Buckeyes, they look pretty good. But just share with the office, and yeah, thank you so much from North Central Electric Cooperative.
Shirley, you good?
I'm good.
Okay, so do you want to
Yep.
take us to the next step, please?
Sure, I move we go into executive session pending litigation.
Okay, and I'll second that, and we want to invite, I'd like to invite
Yep.
Brent, Commissioner-elect, so you can be part of this, because this will be in the next year, and Barb, County Administrator.
Yep, very good.
Time
Okay?
out.
And it's 10:55, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Sometimes it
You don't have to
is.
push the button, it's good. Tony.
You're in charge of that.
Okay, so do we need a roll call?
Oh, yep, sorry.
Okay.
Commissioner Franker?
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso?
Yes, and again, we'll come back and adjourn the meeting. We don't anticipate any, there won't be action. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for coming.
No.
Mark, good to see you.
come out of executive session,
We're gonna turn it on, we're on?
Yep.
Okay,
11:40
we're on.
a.m.
Sorry, thank you. I don't want to screw the minutes up,
Right.
but I'll second the motion. Roll call.
Commissioner Frankert,
Yes.
Commissioner Paradiso,
Yes, so we're out of executive session. There's no action taken. Meeting adjourned.